Hello, everybody. We'll be getting started here in just a couple minutes as we're waiting for more people to show up. We'll be getting started in just a couple minutes as we're waiting for more people to show up. You guys want to go down into the chat room and tell us where you are coming from today? What part of the world you are in? Sacramento. Kyle's from Michigan. I'm doing pretty good, Sarah. How are you doing today? These are the early people. Those that are early are on time, and those that are on time are late, and those that are late are doubly late. That is why we are going to wait to start. How's everybody's daily practice been going? Any challenges with the endless amounts of solar flares we've been getting? Morgan, Joel, could you guys give everyone permission to unmute and turn video on and chit chat for a little bit while we're waiting for more people?
Yes, one moment.
Okay.
I got it. You should be able to unmute and turn on your video now.
All right, so if anybody wants to unmute and chit chat with us while we're waiting for more people to show up, all you got to go do is unmute yourself, turn on video if you'd like. Tell us how your practice is going, how your life is going. Some people have been using a very odd set of words. They feel like they're infinitely pregnant with energy that never gives birth. So they just feel bloated with metaphorical swollen ankles and weird food cravings.
Andrew, it feels like menopause over here. It probably is.
Second menopause?
So I just finished up the Sanctuary for All Souls. I pressed the link that you included. That helped a lot. So emotional roller coaster the past few days with everything coming in. And I pulled out your book.
Uh-huh.
And I hit page 44. So it was talking about to disentangle from the global narrative.
Uh-huh.
Yep, third dimension. And I noticed that in the invite, we're talking about getting to the fifth dimension. So I'm feeling it. And it's struggle is the word I have.
What are you struggling with?
Old resentments that are popping back up, feelings of not enoughness, that kind of stuff. And I'm taking the opportunity to go, ooh, here's a time to flip the frequency.
That's right. That's all you can do when you're feeling like that stuff on you.
Cool. Doesn't make it feel any better, though.
No.
For the first few minutes. And then the wash comes back over again. Here comes the tide. So is this just par for the course?
This is an individual journey for everyone that's a part of this living world right now. It doesn't matter if you're a fish, a frog, or a human. They're all going through their version of this.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
So, from a human standpoint, do we have it better than the fish?
I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not so sure about that either. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Population reduction, global population reduction. Okay. They turned all the frogs gay. That's an Alex Jones line. That's fun. That's a joke. Even though they did try to turn the frogs gay. It's a real experiment.
Oh, I part of me wants to know why, and the other part of me just says
Because they can.
stop.
Because they can. Sometimes their rhyme and reason makes no sense.
So, as taking responsibility as a co-creative participant, and then taking a look at this other page saying that there's this great big, let me just put in air quotes, nefarious them that we can't see, but we definitely feel the effects of their actions. Is this two sides of the same coin? Is this a different page in the same book?
Okay. This is a moment where you realize that a coin doesn't have two sides, it has three.
Yeah. Yeah. Heads, tails, and the edge.
That's right. So there's your side, their side, and then the in-between truth. Understanding your individual truth, which is not the leftist lived experience, it's really about what you are doing to make adequate changes and holding yourself accountable to the changes that you want to make. And then enduring through these times and not letting the global narrative entangle you in such a way that you lose being able to be on the edge of the coin. One day you're heads, one day you're tails. One day you're this, one day you're that. How often can you land on the edge and stay on the edge and let your practice flip a coin from one side to the edge instead of flipping to the other side? And that's the enduring game we've got now until quite a few years into the future. This is why practice is such an important thing. Do you want 6 years of practice under your belt before the change happens? Or do you want 6 months? Or do you want no practice and you have to start your practice during the worst of it all? You think it's bad now? It's going to get worse, but through the narrative's perception. Joel and I have been nicknaming it, this is the summer of psyops.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, definitely.
Who's going to fall for it? Who's not going to fall for it? Who's going to see through it? And who's ultimately going to make their comments about it, but not attached to it?
I'd kind of like to fit into that category, but maybe not make too many comments about it, just observations and not get attached to it.
Sure. But sometimes we make a comment that's so stingy and so fun. We live on the gloating of it. And that's an attachment.
That is an attachment.
That is an attachment.
There's got to be commentary when you're eating your popcorn.
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes you got to throw popcorn at the screen. Okay. Sometimes the coin's gonna flip. Damn it, I flipped it. I didn't land on the edge. I'm in charge in polarity. Great. What am I going to do to let it go? After I've had my fun with it.
And also, what have I learned from that too? Because
sometimes you're not ready until you've flipped 25 or 30 times.
Yeah.
Okay. And then maybe that's the cycle every individual's got to go through.
Yeah.
And then we can land on the edge and maybe keep rolling along or get a fancy spin going. It's an option.
Yeah, a really good fancy spin. What do you do? What's going on when you're spinning and you're not on an edge? And you're on the edge of the coin, but you're just spinning.
Oh, I'm reflecting all kinds of light that way.
That's
That's
right.
my hope. Yeah, creating my own bubble.
That's moving through the reality with your dignity and grace installed.
That's a nice phrase. I like that.
Well, a lot of people have uninstalled dignity and grace. They gave up. They just uninstalled it out of their operating system. Their dignity has been beaten up and taken away by people, places, things, and the times. And then, to get it back, how hard is it for people to install a program on the Windows? Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. And sometimes it goes 1, 2, 3. Then you got all the updates to go through, and then you got to figure out, do I want to use this program called free will? Do I want to find dignity and harmony and unity within it as it helps me grow through the various aspects of the journey?
And then we're back to the coin flipping.
Yes, which is the endurance game that we have over the next several years here.
Yes, I do find myself vacillating between that. Yep, I'm ready to go. Let's keep moving forward. And then next day, flip that coin. What the flip am I doing this for? Is there really any point? Attitude and all.
There is a point. Your expression of free will and the enjoyment in using it as you are doing the delicate dance of life. As you're taking whatever your dreams are inspiring you, even if you don't remember them, somehow they're inspiring you to live today, to do something like it. And then when you wake up tomorrow, what are you going to do with free will? What are you going to do with the time you have in this world? You're going to sit there and mope and stick your thumb up your ass and be pissed? Yeah. Are you going to ultimately say, today is a good day. Today is a good day to live. Let me figure out what to do today. Let me not just sit here and spin my thumb in my ass and do nothing.
I agree. For me, it's a matter of what am I going to play with today? What can if I'm looking at this thing, whatever it is, and I feel like I'd rather just sit with my thumb up my ass and stare at it and be boo-hoo. Okay, fine. Feel boo-hoo for a little while. But then get off your thumb and go play with something. Find something that makes you smile.
A lot of people have lost that skill.
Is that by the nefarious them's design?
Personal choice.
Worn down?
Most of it is personal choice because they became obsessed about something. They became a zealot about a subject matter or a political party. Others that never had it to begin with, was beaten out of them as a child. And there are other ones who just want to live the fairy tale and be in full denial and wait for Prince Charming or Princess Charming to come and get them.
Yeah, I tried that one. I have to be my own princess or Prince Charming.
All right, if anybody else wants to talk, you could just go ahead and unmute yourself. If you want to turn on your video, you can. Chance to get us know us all. We're just waiting for some more people to show up. Anybody want to talk? Got all these people rushing to unmute themselves.
I'll just comment. My experience over the past few days hasn't been emotional, but I just am like wired. I just have energy. It's like coffee that doesn't stop.
What are you doing with it?
A bunch of things, actually. I'm writing. I'm also trying to get some money through some gig work and selling some stuff. And so I'm kind of doing practical things, more like day-to-day life things than I am spiritual stuff at the moment, but that's good. Yeah, things along those lines.
That article you put up in the WhatsApp chat the other day, there are more out-of-work engineers than DEI hires. That's
Yeah, I know.
that's crazy.
It is.
Why are there so many out of work engineers?
Well, I don't think Silicon Valley is doing too hot right now. I actually know some friends, a friend who her game studio just got laid off, and it was an in development title. But yeah, so
I think they graduated too many of them too fast, and many of them have outdated skills when they graduated.
also yeah, that's true. The
Okay.
other thing, so like yeah, because the branding was like you need to go into STEM, and Silicon Valley was the sexy thing, right? It just was a sexy thing for the
Right.
longest time. So you're going to go into computer science, really. But yeah, overdone it, and then.
Mhm.
The other thing is, I think it depends on the college, but one thing I noticed when I was coming out of college was like, um, it's like it doesn't train you to be a professional working coder. It's like you know how to do certain tasks, but like not in a professional sense. So it's like when they're looking at like I had to learn that stuff on my own while I was
Right.
doing interviews and stuff.
Right. Okay. I have a client that works for a really big marketing firm, and there are people that are graduating with their MBAs in marketing, and they haven't a clue of how the real marketing world works. They don't know what copy is. Copy is what goes into your advertising. They don't even know what those basic terminologies are.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're operating on 15 and 20-year-old marketing ideas. I joked with Laura earlier today. She was trying to put a video together, and the theme she was going to be using was "Welcome to How Manor," and the thing. And I'm like, I would have thought you were from the 1950s and you were in an episode of Mad Men. Okay?
Yeah. I think
It's
part of that
Mad
is
Men, great
yeah,
show for the 50s.
You
a
haven't
lot
seen
of
the video
yeah.
that goes with it yet, Andrew.
Okay? And there's so many people who are graduating who really have no idea what the businesses want. And then the businesses have these absolutely retarded hiring practices. I've got another client. She's a very high end headhunter, and the amount of people who are using an AI to do the interview with them is ridiculous now.
Yeah, it does seem like that's becoming more and more
Okay,
prevalent.
they're using an AI to go onto things like Zoom and do a remote interview, and they're trying to do 30, 40, 50 at once.
Yeah, man.
Anybody else want to share anything? Alfredo, how's it going with you?
Oh, going, man, going. I'm not gonna talk. I was like, okay, okay.
Okay.
But no. I just, I was curious because I'm going through some stuff, my heart, whatever. I'm just trying to process. Like, I got a big ass massage and just going through stuff.
Uh-huh.
I found a really good lady, so she's really digging deep and getting some stuff out of me. I was curious because because I got Malik over here. I just curious because a lot of times he gets upset and he's throwing tantrums, and like me and my wife have a hard time figuring out what it is he's trying to like communicate to us. And I was just curious what you might be picking up, like because there's that communication. Yeah, he's the hypersensitive autistic kid I have. I was just curious to be reading anything like what he's
How
picking
old
up.
is he?
He's 9 years old.
What school? What grade is he in?
I don't even know, Andrew. Like second or third or something like
Uh-huh.
that.
Is he on any meds?
No, but my wife is trying to give him some ELO supplement, some autistic supplement, but no, not really. And his diet's pretty poor, like lack of protein, just crunchy foods.
Video games?
No, the other one's a video gamer. He's the one that's always like playing with the trains. I got him. He's just always playing with little items or lining stuff up,
Okay.
assorted patterns and rainbows and stuff like that.
All right. So what's his challenge?
I guess communicating what he wants or needs, or he'll just come into the room and just start throwing like tantrums and like sometimes I try to pick up like what he's throwing a fit about, but I just have a hard time.
All right, so I'm going to give you the hard answer because I know you can handle it.
Yeah.
50% of what he's showing you is what he's reflecting from you and your partner.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured.
The other 50% is him trying to interpret what you and your partner do and mimic it. Okay. So which one between you and your partner just comes in and raises the voice out of nowhere?
Both. I feel like both of us.
Okay. It's a hot Latina expression. He's showing that. He's showing that and reflecting and mimicking it back.
I kind of figured. I was like, I know it's you, but then I was like, I know it's probably me too because I'm in my head all the time.
Okay. Remember, a 9-year-old is not a 19-year-old, and a 9-year-old is not a 40-year-old. Okay. A 9-year-old is not you with your life experiences. They only know what they've seen.
Yeah.
Okay? And if he's playing with his toys and he's not a video gamer and he's been by himself, and when he wants to get something, all he's doing is mimicking how the authority figures get it.
Oh. I gotta clean our act up. Okay.
Well, it's not you still have a child that's going to continue to do it even if you clean your acts up.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's got to be a discipline process that helps them disengage from that part of their journey. A journey of educating, but at the same time using discipline that reminds him what's right and what's wrong. There's a way to get things done and a way not to get things done. And then how do you hold him accountable when he starts breaking the rules?
Okay. I got it. You feel like he might be, because I'm concerned about my wife. He's always doesn't give her any space. He's always clinging to her. I know he needs physical touch. Like that's his thing. I'm decent about it. I'm not that great. But my wife is the one that's constantly. You feel like she's getting enough space, or she's not getting enough space, or because he's also very touchy.
Is he the youngest?
Yes. You can bring him over here if you want that. I got him at this.
No, don't. No, you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
He. Once again, this is a parenting issue, and instead of 50% of it being a parenting issue, I'm going to up it to 75% of a parenting issue. So when she was raising the youngest, how often she'd pick him up to shut him up?
Oh, we did that a lot because we just didn't know how to cope or handle.
And now he's just continuing that. But he's also saying, I need you to pick me up because I don't feel safe. Something's wrong inside.
Okay.
Yeah. The challenges with parenting are the same challenges that all parents have had. Just because there's social media and computers, it makes it a little bit more challenging, but it's the same thing. Okay. When you have multiple kids, each with a different personality, each with a different need and want, and he's just showing you. I'm willing to bet that he's probably not ADHD. Okay.
He's hyper focused on whatever he's doing.
Sure, because he's disconnecting from everyone around him.
Yeah, he's so
and that's
good
how
at
he
that.
shuts the. That's how he shuts the chaos off.
He's so good at it. It's just
okay. Is he multilingual?
I mean, I don't know. He's always speaking his gibberish light language, and he'll speak a few words in English, whatever he thinks is cool. But, I suppose in light language, I don't know. He's always doing his gibberish. What are you doing right now?
Yeah.
All right,
everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to share, talk about? Be a part of the community?
Andrew, I wrote a prayer the other day. May I share that with you?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, sun, moon, stars, and Mother Earth, for hearing my sorrows and grief. Upon reflection, I can see that sorely I have neglected myself and others. So in the spirit of remedy and resolve, I offer to myself and others forgiveness, fierce forgiveness, that we all may transform and renew the sorrows and joys of a lifetime.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's definitely an inspired prayer.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started with our event, summit, and webinar. All right, everybody, this coming June the 9th is the deadline. If you buy a ticket to the live event, you will get which is a 4-day plan. You will get, it ends June 8th, not the 9th. If you get your ticket, you will get a VIP dinner with me. That's everyone that buys a ticket early gets a VIP dinner. Also, we have the Living the Mystical Life Nightly books, online courses, and access to the LMLD Visited if you get the 1-year plan. Also, couples that want to buy the conference ticket, the 2-day tickets are for $900, and for the 2 tickets for all 4 days is $3,000. I highly advise you, a partner, a friend, come and join us at this event. Come and start your practice, continue your practice, or expand your practice. We've got an amazing lineup of teachings that is for all of you out there. With that said, I want to talk to the people that are here, similar to what we did before, but I want to talk about the nature of practice, why it's so hard. So for some of you, it's easy. Some of you, it's discipline. Others, it's the big commitment word. So share with me the challenges you face with your practice. Anybody? Do I have to introduce my chicken symbol?
Procrastination, Andrew.
Why is
Holding off
procrastination challenging you?
I just hold it off till the last minute, and then I
Uh-huh.
kind of half-ass it.
Okay.
And I struggle.
Are you gonna come to the
forward.
event?
I'm gonna try to, yes.
Okay. What is it gonna take for you to come?
Just doing it.
Okay. What does that mean?
Just going and doing it. I've been planning on it the last few days. I already
Okay.
booked the room, so I
Okay.
plan
So
on going.
what's it going to take for you to hit the buy now button on the ticket? And this is not me pushing you to buy a ticket here. It's just understanding what's the nature of procrastination on it.
Money.
Money. Okay.
Yeah. That's basically it.
And you procrastinated for so long, and now you're
yeah.
challenged with money.
Right.
Okay. How many other people are facing the same thing? Procrastination leads into money error. Even if it's not about this, it's about anything that you want in life.
I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Okay.
Most everyone.
Okay. Why has procrastination crippled you so much?
I don't know. There's just too many things that I get lost in and want to do. It's hard for me to find the joy in practice, but I did do the one revocation before the show today, and I enjoyed it way more and I don't procrastinate it. And I actually feel like doing it. I don't know. I just have a problem with doing it last minute before I go to bed and I'm tired. And I'm just like, oh, let's just hurry up and get it over with. I'm doing all 7 revocations every night, and it's been 6 months. But that's the only thing I'm doing as well, too. That's
what's it done for you?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. you're putting me on the spot.
I know. I put you on the spot on purpose, so you can't procrastinate an answer.
Right.
Part of procrastination is saying I can cop out and not have to give myself an answer.
Yes.
And tomorrow is not a day on the calendar. What really procrastination means is deep down inside, there's a part of you that's running you, that's overriding free will. It's overriding your ability to have fun in any parts of life. Or it limits you to a handful of things that you can do and might have a little fun in.
Right.
Procrastination also a perception that I have no time, no energy, no life force, no companions to do it. Always an excuse to not.
Yeah. It definitely, when I don't procrastinate it, it's a lot better. I just gotta do it.
By your own admission, when you don't procrastinate, things are a lot better for you.
Correct. Yeah.
So why is it so hard to turn it on and do?
I feel like I just have too many things going on in my head that feel like I need to be doing. Like I got too much stuff I need to get done. I feel like. So
what are the things you need to get done?
There's I need to get out of the job I'm working at. I just need to I need to be doing what I came here to be doing, which is going on the healing path, being a healer.
You still haven't done anything about it though.
No.
Okay. In the years that I've known you and I've talked to you and done sessions with you, I've watched you go through these phases of growth and then these phases of I can't grow anymore. I'm not ready to grow. I've grown enough. I don't deserve to grow anymore.
Part of it is being scared to grow. Like part of it, yeah. Part of it is like, how am I going to get, like, I'm scared that I'm not going to be well off once I start doing it. Like because it's not very well known. I don't know if I'm going to get the business side of it well done. That's the part that scares me. And it also,
but that's defeating yourself before you even start.
Right. And I know that.
Okay. If you know that, that's the thing you gotta beat in yourself to stop the procrastination's power over you.
Right.
Okay. Let's say this year you decided that the base education you need to be a healer you're going to go and do. Okay. And if you want to be legal and all that, go take those 4-month massage courses or 6-month massage courses. You do not need a 2-year degree to start that. You just need a state certification that allows you to do practice. And once you have a massage degree, you're not limited to that. You can do anything else. That's what allows you to get the practitioner insurance. That's what allows you to start an LLC or a company or whatever that gives you the basic protections that all businesses need. Okay. From there is a whole other journey of gathering clients, gaining clients. Get the training first. Because in that training, you're going to rediscover, is there passion to do it? Is there a liking to do it? Oh my God, people responded to my capacity to do. There's the feedback that's not within your little echo chamber of nothing coming back to you.
And that's going to feel great when I do have that. That would be
sure.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sure.
Really helping people. Yeah.
Got to help yourself first.
Right.
Okay. Got to help yourself first.
Yeah.
You've pretty much figured out the world's not going to do it for you, is it?
No. It's all me. And then after I help myself, people can help me along the way. Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's just a tip or an idea or something, a direction to go in.
Right. And that's why I love you so much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I plan on being there in August. and I'll sign up for it tonight. And I love you guys. You guys are all awesome.
Love you too, Carl. Are you there, Andrew?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can I just say something to
Sure.
Andrew, to Kyle? Kyle, also, once you've learnt one modality and get qualified in it and grounded in it, the others come so much easier because so many of them are interlinked.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. that sounds right to me.
Yeah, because you'll get confident in one, and then you'll see the relation from that to many of the other modalities. And don't forget all the technology out there as well that you can use when you start getting into the healing business or the wellness business.
Right. Like setting up a website. That's the number one.
Brilliant.
You don't need a website. You need a class
No?
first. No,
Right.
website's
For
the
sure.
last thing you do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, website's the last thing you do. Okay, because a website in the beginning is just going to be your name, a way to contact you. It's going to be extremely basic. Okay, that's unless you get a job as a working for somebody else, then you don't need a website. Okay.
You want proficiency in a modality so that you actually have something to sell on the website. Otherwise, you've got a website without anything behind it.
Right. Well, thank you, Laura.
You're welcome.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Anybody else like to share their trials and tribulations with the practice in general?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I guess I'll say something would be like an advice. It's like, okay, so I do shamanic practices. I take people on plant medicine journeys and stuff like that, and I utilize my shamanic drums and things like that. But since it's not legal, I can't really put myself out there that way. Just word of mouth, people that have gone through the experience or so with me before or things like that. So I have to make money somehow. I work at a mechanic shop fixing cars and European cars and stuff like that. But the thing is, the energy is intense. It's so intense that he as I'm doing something focused, he comes, he's like pushes me out of the way by force, throws the tools, bang things around. So I had quit before, but as I came back to get my money, he's practically crying that I'm such a good fellow that that his blood runs like that, in that heavy way, that that he notices that I don't get mad at all and stuff like that. But that he's gonna do his best to calm. So for this past few days, it's felt like that, but my spirit telling me that it's time to let go of that. And
what city are you in?
New York. I'm in New York, but
so you're in New York. Right, okay. Now. Have you ever thought that cars have people's life force in it?
Cars.
Yes. The cars they work, that they own, they have their life force in them.
That is true. I recognize that because I recognize also a lot of people that come there, their cars, and I recognize there's a lot of young people that's going through some dark stuff.
You could just feel it.
Yeah, I could feel it, I could smell it. Even some of the cars would say that Satan is their co-driver and stuff like that. Even before I see that, I already feel
here's a suggestion for you, and it's just a suggestion. Yes. You know that you can't advertise plant medicine, but you can advertise energetically cleansing a car and giving it the mechanic's touch at the same time. Especially for people who are going to buy a new car.
Okay.
How many people have a car checked out by their mechanic before they buy a car?
That is true. A lot of people. They come check it out first before.
Okay. How many people in your community have some form of a spiritual perspective?
So a lot, but I'm still new in this area because normally I'm from New York City, Brooklyn, Queens, and now I'm in about Rochester, Bloomsfield area, and things are a little different. Very quiet.
I understand that. I get it.
Yeah.
But the same
So I'm
thing
still,
applies. You got to test the
it's
waters
true.
somehow.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Another thing, let's say
Yeah.
a car that's got into an accident, you can remove the accident traumas off the person in the car.
It's true.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
This is where business of the
All
business
right.
mind of the mechanic and the spiritualist have to meet together and go, how can we monetize some of these things so that these skills can be saved for the whole world? Without money, I will go nowhere.
That's true.
And you're not selling out. You're buying into who you already are.
Okay. But the thing is, what do I do with his intense energy every day? It's very
You're
intense.
a
It's
shaman.
like,
You're a shaman, right? You're a shaman, right?
yes, I've been
You
working
come
with
into
it. It's
work.
just
You have got to create you've got to create a field of energy that does not allow his energy to penetrate and stick inside you.
okay.
Okay?
Okay, because I didn't want to step on toes, That was my main
You're
thing,
not if you
I
are
didn't.
simply
Okay.
defining a boundary of energy. Because right
Okay.
now his energy just enters you. There's no field of energy, that's stopping him. There's no doorway. There's nothing that blocks his energy to come into you and sit inside you and piss you off, trigger you and activate you.
Because the thing is like I'm not angry or anything with anything. It's just that he just throws tools, and then you start
Stuff
feeling like,
that can create violent moments that is a trigger for you.
oh, okay, I see, I see.
It is a trigger for you. Because what's after throwing a tool? Somebody getting hit by a tool.
That is true. Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Can you have a timeout moment with him and you go under the back and have something set up where he can have a target set up where you can throw tools at a target to let go of it?
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a punching bag in the back where you could go hit the punching bag.
I see. A way for him to release.
Exactly. And now you're the strategist who understands energy control is simple if you understand the environment.
That is true.
Okay.
Because at first I use them to sharpen up my how I react to things. Because first I was like, oh, what am I here, doing this with this guy? It's like I could just get a different job. I'm like, oh, the universe got me here for a reason. So I'm like, all right, let's get through
To
this.
toughen you up.
Understanding of this. Yeah.
To toughen you up and to smarten you up with your shamanic skills, knowing full well you can't advertise them. But people do advertise plant medicine. Okay. That's not something you're ready to do just yet, though. Okay. You really aren't. Because once you put advertising out, you're going to get every haunted motherfucker out there. That's the reality
I
of
already went
advertising
through
medicine.
some
Okay.
real. I went through some serious stuff as I was being trained. Yeah, it was serious, but now I have a little bit more clarity on how things work.
And you can build your word of mouth community up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
How much do you charge for a medicine journey?
Yes. in group settings, I try to stay, with a 350 in group settings. But
Way
when
too
it's
little. That's way too little for your work. Way too little.
Yeah, I was trying not to take much from people.
You've got to see it the same way. If you had a big car job, let's say you had to replace ball joints, all 4 ball joints on a vehicle, that's a big job, isn't it?
That's a big job. Yeah.
Every medicine journey should be treated like that. You have to have the effort you put in has to somewhat match the payment they're giving you. Okay?
Okay.
Has to. Or you live in a state of energetic imbalance for your service, which will attract lesser and lower frequency people, and the medicine will continue to do that as a teaching to you.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Let's just say all 4 ball joints on an American car, $800, parts and labor. Okay, we'll just say that.
Oh yeah.
Your medicine cost. Your medicine is the parts. The rest is your labor. Okay. So you got to take part of what you've learned from being a mechanic and applying it. Apply it to your medicine journeys.
Yes.
And be willing to say no to people who are not ready for medicine journeys.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you've seen people that they're not ready. Right.
And the thing is, most people I've been working, the people I've been working with, for somehow Spirit been sending me healers. And what I do is
because you're in an area that has an abundance of healers who need healing.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. Now the other part of you can be giving shamanic drum lessons without the medicine, and do like a 3-month intensive shamanic drum lesson that leads into a medicine journey. At a camp with a big fire in a protected place, food and water and safety people there. Okay.
Wow, thank you. You just opened up like a whole bunch of stuff right now. Like,
I can see it.
Yeah, so much opened up. Yeah. Then the other stuff is my arts is starting to come out in multiple ways. I'm starting to create like energetic pieces.
That's the shaman in you who's coming out and understands that crafts are magic.
And the mask. So it's like so much. So I'm trying.
Okay, beautiful stuff. Have you developed Have you developed any dances?
All of these things together.
Have you developed any dances that could go with those masks?
I'm going to be, because that max has been calling for a while, but I didn't know what it was exactly. And
something that's understanding in your DNA lineage from where your mother and father, their mother and father, 15 generations back, dance and magic were one in the same. They were not separate. And that's why the mask energy is coming out into you. But you started with the drummer part. But there's a part of you who will also need to be the dancer, the drummer, and the mask wearer. Because the mask can represent the deity's presence of energy or observation, or the guiding of the dancers to get on the floor. You feel that in your heart, don't you?
Yeah. It's like my ass.
Okay. The art that you are doing is an expression of your shamanic side. Yes, it's coming out in crafts and art and stuff like that, but it's time to focus it. Example, if you get a group of drummers, you will create magical talismans for them. And then you'll train them how to do that. Talismans and items of power are vital for the shamanic journey. Absolutely vital. As long as you do not turn them into crutches, They are there to
Not at
amplify
all.
the energy, not to make the energy.
That is true. Yep.
Okay?
That was one of the main teachings. Mm-hmm. Whew. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You think you're going to come to the event?
I'm doing my best to. I'm gonna say I'm gonna come.
Okay. I look forward to
I'm
seeing
gonna
you there,
push
giving you
through.
a hug.
Sure. Blessings. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else like to share their experience and practice, challenges of life? Come on. Don't make me call you a chicken. Buck, 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 buck.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going, Ashley?
Pretty good. I'm on a work break, lunch break.
What are you having for lunch?
Some grapefruits, cottage cheese, and avocado, and some protein chips.
That sounds like a good breakfast, a good lunch.
Yeah,
but I
something
couldn't
kind
do
of.
I couldn't do grapefruit and avocado. That would screw my stomach up.
Oh, it tastes pretty good. I would usually do something meat or salad, but I had too much coffee. I'm feeling full, so it's kind of like a light thing for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, oh, the energy was really good. I felt like a good cry going on there, or I did a good cry there. So my voice is a little shaky. And then, well, plus it's really good being in the energy, the group energy too, allowing me to release some emotions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to so speaking of practice, yeah, I've been on my light language journey since the level 2 mentorship.
Uh-huh.
And oh man, I felt that energy that the darkness or whatever it was from staying at that house, the Airbnb.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you said it was gonna revisit me.
It was gonna revisit you, yep.
Man, I've been dancing with that energy just a little more than I wanted to. So I wasn't thinking about it. I went up to Mount Lemon. I just felt like I really wanted to be up there in the mountain. It's
Uh-huh.
I live in Tucson, Arizona, for everybody listening, and it's a steep mountain that overlooks the city, about 9,000 feet. And so I went up there to the top, and I thought, ooh, I want to do some light language while I'm up here. There was some subtle nudges that I didn't listen to, like maybe it's not. It seemed like a good idea when I was going up, and then when I was up there, I did it, and I felt my throat very constricted.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, it was a little bit weird. And when I came down the ski lift, I rode the ski lift alone, so that was pretty. The smell of the pines. When I came down the ski lift, I got slammed with a dark energy. I don't know what else to call it. It's anxiety, panic.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
how long did it last for?
Well, the first thing that I thought of was the advice you gave me when I was gonna try smoking again, like smoking weed again. You said to go through it with sing some light language to get yourself through it. I haven't tried it yet. I've procured some. It's just sitting there. But so that was what I thought of when I was going down the ski lift. The first thing that popped in my head was NSYNC's Bye 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 in light language. So I sang that all the way down the ski lift because and it worked. It helped. I felt yeah, that panic it didn't feel like me. I'm not afraid of heights.
It wasn't you. Okay. Remember how we had talked about there was a person there that was having a schism in their reality from channeling too much.
Yeah.
That's that person imprinting on you how truly afraid they are and trying to transfer energy onto you to make it your fault and not her fault.
They were so afraid at that house. They were in a massive panic, and I could see it.
Yep.
And there was nothing, I don't know. That was out of my range of abilities to help her, and I knew that.
Yeah. Yeah. That person is probably going to end up in an institution for a couple of days or a couple of weeks.
So
that's the reality. They went too far too fast and have no way back.
There's going to be a gathering in Sedona with some of these friends again. A friend of mine is doing like an Airbnb just to hang out for the solstice. And that person's going to be there. And so I've been weighing it in my, should I go? Should I not go? It's only a 4-hour drive away.
Well, it's really going to come down to, are you ready to go? Do you want to be able to face that? Or is it something that socially it will be too awkward for me, or I have the strength to withstand it?
I do have the strength.
That's the challenge of a sensitive person.
Yeah. Okay? I do. Well, I think I do until after. That's when I find out, oh, shoot, I find out after.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to keep weighing it. If I feel like I need to make an excuse out of it or just tell them I can't go, I'll do that.
Yeah. Because really it's about understanding what you're walking into. And then if you get there and it's challenging, what's your out plan?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I mean, I could drive north and visit family.
Okay.
And just not waste the trip. I'll just, say, hey, I'm just stopping by.
Yeah. Exactly. Many ways to skin the cat there.
On the reservation when I go there, so I'm just starting to notice, like, I'm learning so much about what I feel in certain places. And they're not my blood relatives, but they're my adopted family pretty much. I get big anxiety in that area. And sometimes it's hard for me to go visit because it's really unsettling for me.
And whose anxiety is it?
I could be picking up on other people's.
Let's call it a spade a spade. You definitely hear the mouse fart next door.
Okay.
Do you sniff the mouse's fart anymore? No. You've learned not to sniff it, but you still hear it.
Okay.
So we'll say 50% of it is yours, and the other 50% is you're picking it up from others, which is amplifying this anxiety energy to put it in a state where I don't know if I want to go, which then puts it into procrastination stage. Mm-hmm. I won't go, too much going on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Instead of pushing through it and figuring it out.
Okay.
And making it a place where you can make friends, new family, understand what the culture is there. Have a deeper connection to it. Yeah.
It's gotten better. Yeah, I figured out, like, there's one of my cousins, he's so up the hill, there's just, my cousins are really into drinking and drugs. And so at the trailer at that house, they say that there's one of the guys, he wandered into skinwalker territory and they followed him back. That's what they said. They followed him back and put some crap under the trailer there. So there's also...
So the place has got its own challenges, superstitions, and myths. Whether they're real or not doesn't matter. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just somebody's belief in it is enough to make it phantasmally real.
Yeah. So I think some of that is just my fear of growing up hearing about it too.
Okay, and then you have the drugs and alcohol issues that go on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it very easy for you to not really be there often, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. How are they your adopted family?
So my mom she hopped around to boarding schools growing up.
Okay.
And so one of the boarding schools she stayed at was at Tuba City, Arizona, and she met some sisters that in Tuba City. So they were just they all ended up meeting up years later in Tucson because they all ended up moving and being in the same place. And so out of like it's kind of like people outside of their normal, it's off the reservation, they help each other out. So like, oh, hey, I know you, let's all help each other out. And my mom ended up being pregnant and working at the local convenience store in the same neighborhood they were. And so they all mutually helped each other out. And one of the ladies she went to high school with moved in, and they ended up being caretakers for me as my mom's worked at the gas station.
Okay. So they were there for a good portion of your young life.
Yes. So though I'm spent more time with them, and they're the reason I have more connection to my Navajo culture, because she took me back to the reservation every summer. I know them better than my own blood family.
Okay. Why don't you invite them to come over for a weekend and cook dinner for them and get to know them?
We do that all the time.
Okay. But the challenges of you going there are the superstitions, the myths, and the energies of perception.
Yeah, just that anxious feeling. I got even more sensitive after I came back from the ayahuasca retreat, or I don't know if it's more sensitive or just more anxious. And so I'm still just letting all of that go.
How much longer will it take for you to let it go?
I feel like 85% there.
But that last 15% is the hardest 15%.
Especially I went to Mount Lemmon. I'm doing light language, and I got hit by this dark energy, and so now I'm coming down off of that.
But hold on. You got hit because of the choices you made 3 weeks prior to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this new choice coming up, what's the right choice for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm weighing it. Is it?
Okay.
Because I still usually feel pretty good about things. I tend to put a positive outlook on it. Like, well, it's kind of like the light language journey. I'm still learning. It's like being a baby and learning how to walk, learning how to run.
You already know how to run and ride a bike and a motorcycle. You were in the military. You shot guns.
Motorcycle? I've only rode a motorcycle in my dreams.
It's a joke. It's a joke. You can do all this already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm done with it, and it's really awesome that I got over that situation I felt on the ski lift. So it's good.
And it was the challenge you had to go through to understand future set of choices.
Yeah.
Know your environment you're about to go into. Okay. And if that says, all right, that's going to be a place where there'll be 1, 2, 3 good people and 1 bad person, what's my out plan? Okay.
Yeah.
You just have to understand, the more you say no to things, the more you're limiting yourself to social engagements.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I don't.
Right. And that's if there's just one person who's going to be challenged there, okay, I will deal with the after energy and I will welcome to my opportunity to defeat it.
Okay, that's really where I do feel that. I do feel like that.
Okay.
Like I'm grateful for what I learned in that challenge.
Okay.
With that group of people.
Okay. How many good people are going to be at that little house gathering?
At least a few.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna outnumber the challenging person.
Okay. And remember the plan B out plan.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. That sounds
So
good.
that
Thank
gives
you.
you the best of all the options. But also understand if that person starts acting ridiculously dramatic and overwhelming, you gotta cut her off.
Okay.
And somebody's got to be willing to say, you need help. Okay. Is that going to put projections on you if you're the one that ends up doing it? Absolutely, it will.
Yeah, it will.
Is that stepping on her journey? No, that's guaranteeing the safety of everyone's journey.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That feels good.
Okay. And you just got to know what your cutoff limits are. No more. You got to have clear, defined internal boundaries.
I've gotten much better at boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my latest info.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anybody else like to share what's going on with their life? Challenges of practice, environments, lifestyles? Don't make me pick up the chicken sign. Bok, 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 bok. Laura, what are some of the challenges you've been facing with practice?
I'll speak up, Andrew, because she's just gone to the toilet. It's like there's a pattern that's emerging tonight, which is like it's about boundaries and like your spiritual armor.
Yep.
So it's like obviously with is it Indiana? Indiana, yeah, just with your co-worker, and obviously his energy.
Yes.
And you go into bed thinking about this energy and waking up and having to deal with this energy. And it's like, what I'm the same as you. I work in like a heating industry with boilers and working on sites. And what I had to do, and because I had to go through this myself, and it's about using your visualization of your unseen. And what I started to do was build like bubbles around me, and then visualize that actual person and push them right out into a pod or of any kind of like structure which was like enclosing them away from you. I mean, I'm not saying negative thoughts to them, but just push them out of your energy field. And it's like when you start practicing these little and be creative with it, whatever works for you, it's like it's an open book. And once you start working on pushing that person's energy and even visualize them walking away from you, just actually walking away, and you're waving to them, and you start doing this on a regular basis, you'll find that their energy does like disconnect from you, and you'll find your holographic, your quantum field changes, or their energy will change because you're putting that little bit of extra inner work to disconnect from there and put boundaries in place. And this is what I've had to do with my work, with my work environment. And it's about blending your spiritual practice with your 3D world. We all have to do it. We all have to be grounded. We all have to be human beings. And the more you like practice and get creative and enjoy it, because you'll find once you do start pushing this energy away and finding and don't get obsessed with it, but just push it out and see what happens. And I think you'll have some good results with that. And then obviously, it's and it's all right. This has come up as a topic because I let that slip in the last couple of weeks. My spiritual exercise, I call it, and it's like something that I've had to deal with in the last couple of weeks, Andrew, with the scenarios,
challenges,
the challenges, and it's like I'm glad that they've happened because it shows me that you do this effort that I did put in and do put in does actually work. And when you allow these boundaries to loosen and soften and it does come. It creeps through the back door. The tricksters creep through, and they do. And it's like it's all about seeing these, keeping the boundaries, and not putting negative energy out there. It's like that. I always see it as if there's someone that's projecting at me, it's for me to look inside and seeing why and seeing what the mirror images of what's going on in myself. And then it's like, yeah, just reflect that energy out, whatever it is, and deal with the things yourself. So, yeah, I think this is like being a pattern that's arising for me in the last couple of weeks, and like being able to see it with people on the show tonight, just like with Ashley as well, with the boundaries of a family and stuff, and having like anxieties and certain energies that come in, which when you connect and entangle with certain peoples of your family, it's all about just looking and just disconnecting and seeing where these anxieties are coming from, whether it's from you or someone else. And it's like just talking to your body, talking to yourself in a way. And I know it's funny to say talking to yourself, but it really does work when you just like, when you go and you take a little bit of a step back and just feel into what's going on and slow it all down.
Talking to yourself is a really vital skill.
Yes, it is.
It's a vital skill.
Yeah. So yeah, it's nice to see people's views about and what's going on. It's like, and I hope obviously whatever I've said helps. And it's only because I'm practicing it myself. So it's like we're all in the same boat. We're all each other's teachers, like I say. And it's just nice to listen to people talking and getting advice off other people. I always think that there's always something, or there's a meaning in what someone says, something I can take from that and add it to something that'll be really beneficial to me. And
and also on that same note, I guess things are also heightening for me. So now I'm gonna use that same idea because when I go to the parks and there's a lot of people, I could smell them and I could smell their whole what's going on in their life almost. So it becomes a thing where, oh my God, I don't want to be in this. It's like I feel like I'm working all the time.
Sure.
But now I could create that bubble to flow without.
That's a classic example of being too open.
So
that's why I use the example. Are you smelling the mouse fart next door? Okay. And when you go out into public, you shouldn't be overwhelmed by other people's energies. That means you're letting a psychic skill and a program run you, quite literally. You should have the freedom to be at the park and to be in your life's joy and not allow yourself to sample the energies of others because it's what you did to keep yourself safe before.
Okay, I see. Interesting. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Anybody else? Jennifer, I see you got your video on. Did you want to say something? All righty. Anybody else like to share anything? Five, four, three, two, one. All right, we're going to move on to the next part of. Hello, go ahead.
Hi, Andrew. It's been a while.
Hey, Jen, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's new with you?
So mostly, I mean, I'm still teaching meditation, yoga, but I've gotten much more into sound healing. And I do a lot of harp therapy where I'm playing the harp and singing over people. The harp is being played on people. And I'm singing to them to support just that vibration of either releasing or bringing in and creating. And then Oscar's been extremely busy. Thank you so much for encouraging to get him to get his massage license. And a lot of times we'll do like tandem sessions on people.
He's a superstar, and it was just him. He had to see it for himself. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. He had to see it for himself. He had to go through the journey of I'm that good, damn it. Wow. He had to wow himself.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and we're so grateful. He's actually in a session right now, otherwise he'd be here too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So the event we're having in August 9th through the 12th is going to have a sound healing section to it. We're going to be using an ambisonic sound system. We're going to have 18 speakers set up in such a way so it's going to be three-dimensional sound. So the sound will be coming at you, coming within you, moving left, right, up, and down. And it'll also be attached to a light show that will be very similar to like playing the harp right over a person, but it'll be a group-based meditative experience.
Nice.
So what is the challenges for practicing for you? Your own personal practice, not the actual work you do.
Right. I don't know. I feel like I mean, there's always more work to do, but I feel that we've moved through a lot. And me personally, we went through huge challenges in our other house with mold. We were both very ill for about 2 years. And it really brought up a lot of stuff. And I think just through the quiet time, my meditation, I meditate every day. And of course, doing a lot of hiking, being in Sedona. We're so grateful to be here. It's really made a big shift in our life.
Good. How have the energies of Sedona compared to where you were before?
Oh my gosh. Well, Southern California was very different. We went back to visit once. We've been here in Sedona 4 years. We went back to visit once. Actually, no, I think just once. And we were so glad we left. We're very, very happy here. We feel much more connected to Mother Earth and nature, to the work that we do. It's deepened our work that we do. I think on ourselves and on others. And definitely not as frenetic as it was in Southern California.
Letting go of that frenetic was a bit of a challenge.
You know, we had our challenges when we came here first. I mean, I had been in Southern California 30 years. Oscar had been there for a while too, but it was just a shift. You know, it was a huge move. And then, you know, when we got so ill from the mold in our house, that was another big event in our lives. That was a huge turning point, and it really brought us into our power. And we found this amazing new build home that's just has incredible views of, you know, the rocks, the buttes, everything. And the energy's really good. Connected with a lot of spirits here. Yeah, so it's different. It's definitely different in a good way.
Good. You finally found your right place.
Yes, we did.
Anything else you'd like to share?
No, just wondering if, well, unless there's anything that you see that would be beneficial for us.
You're hiking?
Yes.
What kind of hikes do you take?
Do you mean locations or?
Like hour hikes, half-hour hikes? Do you adventure to other
Oh,
places you have not been regularly?
yeah. Usually hikes are about 3 hours.
Okay. Do you do the same hike or is it a variety?
There's a variety. It used to pretty much be the same hike.
Okay.
But yeah, kicked it
So
up and there's
my advice is next time you go on a hike, go find a pouch of tobacco. And on those special places, leave an offering, a pinch of tobacco as an offering.
okay.
A simple prayer. I offer this as a pay it forward process. So each and every time I come to this hike, the fairies, the fays, the angels, the beings, I'll have a sample of the energy of what this hike means to me. And I can use this energy to grow and heal. And the next time I return, I'll put another pinch and another pinch until you've got a variety of pinches all over your hiking grounds and spaces. Okay? It will really add a whole different layer to the hikes you take on a regular basis and the new ones you do too, because it'll be embedded into your memory. I left an offering here. Okay. You can also take like a stick from the area that you've hiked in. When you come back, grab some colored yarn and wrap it around the stick and put your intentional energy, because that will be the next offering. That will be a toy for a Bigfoot spirit or a cat. It will be a toy for an animal, something for them to play and enjoy and love with. Yes, a stick with yarn can be a fabulous toy for all sorts of spirits.
Okay.
Okay.
And do I return that stick the next time I
You
hike?
return it the next time, exactly.
Okay.
The more effort and the more energy you put into it, the greater the offering is.
Okay.
Can the stick with yarn evolve into something else? Yes, it can. And that will be your little shamanic artwork you have as offerings.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, Andrew.
You're welcome. And in a place like Sedona, it'll make a difference once you start regularly doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else like to share? Alfredo, you got your hand up?
Yeah. So we're on that topic of work. Everybody's bringing it up. I'll bring it up too. It's things I think about that, But I was curious because I wanted to go revisit that Adventures in Reality you did with that lady, but I know it was not there. I had a few things. I was gonna see if you could redefine judgment and discernment once again. The difference between the two, and also I had questions about like interactions with others. Mm-hmm. I remember you said like
which Adventures in Reality you're talking about?
The one, the lady that had her video on, and she was like a super cool healer. She had like a little screaming fit. She had like all this stuff coming up, and it was just
that should be like up on not YouTube. It'll be on Rumble.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's up on Rumble.
I couldn't even find it.
Let me ask Joel. Joel, can you tell me if that was the one we did a member show right afterward, wasn't it?
Oh no, it wasn't a member show. It was just like the standard.
No, we did a member.
I'll look into it.
That blonde lady, Brittany or something.
Yeah, I know 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
2 weeks.
Last week.
Oh, that was it. I'm pretty sure that's last week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last week too.
Yeah,
it should be up because I know we were broadcasting to YouTube and Rumble and Twitter also. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'll go look for it later. But anyways,
yeah.
I was curious about interactions with others because I know like when the reading gave me a long time ago, is like you said, like people steal my authority, attention, focus, creativity. But
but you also give it away just as much as they steal it.
Yeah, I've been noticing that about myself because I'm just like, a part of me thinks like, or I feel like when I'm at work, like I'm just in my sovereignty, just being quiet, not interacting with the people. All the energy and power is like within myself. I don't have to deal with all this other stuff. When I start interacting with the people, yes, I do like give it away or whatever. But
you can't just be silent at work. You got to make friends there.
Yeah, that's the internal struggle I have because I'm just like I want to communicate with people, but then the baggage and the stuff that they have, it's like a fine line between the delicate dance of like interacting with others and not getting entangled in their.
And don't talk about politics and spirit. Be able to talk about a sports team, even if you don't like the sports team.
Yeah, I was thinking just having like or not the like the Muggle conversations.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with being a Muggle. And I cannot tell you how many people I've had to tell them their new spirit guide needs to be a Muggle.
Yeah, that's me, bro. Because I'm just like, man, I just want to go back to Muggle Alfredo. I'm just like, I gotta drop all the spirituality and just talk real with people.
Yeah. And remember, when you're ready to pick up, and remember, when you're ready to pick up spirituality, you will have lost nothing on the path and got a whole new point of view about spirituality.
Yeah,
that's what happens when people go into extremism and obsess about spirit. They forget about the Muggle world. Muggle world can be divinely balancing and healing for people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to like hang out and talk with people and have a big ass good laugh with everybody, and just like I see the potency and the clearing it does for everybody, and gets everybody all. I don't know. It changes the whole energetic environment with ease, Or I guess, yeah, the two things you said, like investment of energy, or if I solidified my reality, my job at work will be easier. And I view it as like an investment of energy into the community by talking to people, maybe like conversations or whatever, to make my workday easier, because it's sharing my frequency with other people, like raising
not just sitting there in the corner being a brooding loner.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to you because you're grumpy and angry all the time when people talk to you.
No, I know. I see it when people be looking at me. They're just like looking at me. Oh, there's that guy that's angry, or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't even want to. I know. And I guess like whenever I'm at work in my frequency or whatever, it's like a sharing of power with whatever frequency I have in the moment.
Doesn't have to be that, though. You see, you went so far up the ass of spirituality, everything is spirit for you now.
Yeah, it's my limited perception. I've been trying to. I'm working to deconstruct now.
Okay. Like spirit cannot be up your ass anymore. It's coming out your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pushed you away from normal social interaction.
Yeah, that's become like this internal hermit walking around.
You are not a monk with kung fu sitting on the mountain waiting for Bodhidharma to come, are you?
No.
But that's what you're pretending to be. That's what you're pretending to be.
The spiritual identity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we know earlier before we started the show, we talked about kids. Your child just reflecting you. And the rest is him trying to figure out how can I mimic you or do something similar to you to get attention or to get my way.
Oh, man.
Okay. That's the child you spend time with, and you enter their sandbox. Play with their toys with them.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It's a big, like, you have a kid that's not interested in video games. Embrace that with him. Can you let yourself be an innocent inner child and play with him? Or will you judge yourself?
No, that's my spirit side. I'm just like, I'm so spiritual. Like, your energy's overwhelming me. I can't be around you. And it's like,
that's a program. That's a program talking. That's a program talking.
I know that's preventing me from like sit down and like have fun with him and play with him and be in his energy.
And he's begging you to do that.
All right, touche. You're right.
He's begging you to do that.
Okay. No, right on.
All right.
Okay. That's it out of me.
All right. Thanks a lot. Okay. Anybody else like anything to share? All right. We're going to move on to the teaching part. Laura, would you like to read the Accepting the Fifth World of Peace?
Yes, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Accepting the Fifth World of Peace. Opening prayer, 4 doorways, expanding awareness. Blue Road ancestors, blue speak back. Day of internal victories. Today I am in service to the fifth world of peace. I, in the ever-present co-creative moment of the now, connect my signature frequency of being with all aspects of myself in non-hierarchical order, so I may deconstruct the reality around me and create it once more without the global infrastructure of distraction and instant gratification, guiding me into false sacred moments. O Great Spirit, who gives life to all that is, was, and ever will be, I call to you in this sacred moment of infinite interconnectedness. Life is a series of interconnected moment-to-moment experiences, blending the I am's awareness of time, space, emotions, creating motions, experience through the red road time. I call to the eastern doorway of perception, the ancestors who sit within the galactic and universal suns. Come with your clarity and illumination of the eighth color time. I activate my craniosacral pulse with the highest frequencies of sun energy, so I may know the heartbeat that Earth Mother feels in the womb of the universe. I am a fetus in the universal womb, dreaming this dream in perfect clarity. I call to the southern doorway of perception, the ancestors who teach us how to keep our internal waters in balance, to learn to connect back to our sacred waters that surrounds us as a fetus in our mother's womb. In our density manifest, our pericardium is our internal waters of life. I, in this ever-present connected I am self moment, clear my sacred waters of life through all dimensions, time streams, galaxies, and universes. I call to the western doorway of dreamtime perception. I call to the 7 future generations of myself, my clan, my nation, and my Earth Mother. Come, hold sacred space with my self-reflection of who I am, what I am, and how I dream this dream. Me dreaming you, and you dreaming me. The Earth Mother dreaming all of us in communion and union with Source incarnate dreaming now. I call to the northern doorway of ancestral blue road relations, those that have taught us and continue to teach us what equal co-creation from heart space means in living every moment to moment with all sentient kind, sharing the common moral code of do no harm to any creature kind. Expanding my awareness of the northern doorway, I go deep into the Blue Road ancestral councils. I manifest my I am dreaming self in communion and union with the Blue Road Council of elder ancestors. I pass the Blue Road communal talking stick to the chief elder of the north. Aho, Red Road walkers, I say these words unto you. The generations of the past reach out to you in the unseen world no longer. We share your sovereign reality of do no harm to any sentient kind. We share our story with you. We share our teachings with you, so the future may exist. You are our living hope of continued service to all soul family lineages evolving in the fifth world of peace, manifested in the earth space of spaces. I pick up the talking stick and acknowledge the rites of passage. With heart space knowingness, I make this statement to all ancestors, past, present, and future. We, the generations of the now, bear the responsibility of acting in the now. With this knowledge, I tell the tales of ancestors, past, present, and future. I choose to be the eternal storyteller in service to the fifth world of peace. I honor the passing of the torch of blue to red, accepting my place in the natural world as a living, breathing manifestation of non-duality, non-separation, dreaming I am being, making ancient future now real. I connect the eastern and western doorways of perception with my I am presence. I unify my knowingness expressions with the northern and southern doorways of perception. I activate my DNA super technology of communion and union with Source incarnate now. I am now an eternal communal oneness with the north, south, east, and western doorways of perception. I call upon all prayers I have ever created in this I am lifetime to become manifest with this ever-evolving will to pray and connect with our Earth Mother and our fifth world of peace. This is the day I make eternal sacred in my Hall of Akashic Records. This is my day of eternal victory. I summon all victories of this I am lifetime and all other I am lifetimes this soul has been since the dawn of Blue Road No Time. I construct my eternal hall of personal victories so all I am selves may experience the victories of life. Bless me as I walk this sacred soil. Bless me as I breathe your sacred air. Bless me as I warm myself with sacred fire. Bless me with your sacred waters of life. Bless me as I learn to walk with personal power. Today I travel the great unknown. Grant me the wisdom to be humble. Grant me the wisdom to love, even when love is not returned. Grant me the knowledge to balance my way of being, so I may heal my family, my tribe, my nation, and our Mother Earth. Today, I am of service to the fifth world of peace. Aho.
Aho.
That's beautiful.
It's powerful, powerful teaching. Many threads and layers of wisdom in that. As you were reading that, I went back to the moment I was writing it. It was as if I was reliving the moment of writing it. And in my mind's eye, I'm watching myself type this, just interconnected ancestors speaking and talking in the background, me interpreting thousands of voices and distilling those voices to what you guys just heard. It was my service then. It is still my service today to this great fifth world of peace. It is a victory prayer for me personally. And it is a victory prayer for everyone else out there who learns to walk with that humble energy. Speak your truth and do not let yourself be silenced by fear. Would anybody like to comment about that? The energies they felt, the experiences they had?
I just say,
go ahead.
This has always been one of my go-to ones to read, because I find the fact that you've incorporated the compass directions helps anchor me in the seen and unseen. Does that make sense?
Yep. Part of the layered teaching in it.
Yeah.
The unseen world's always there. We're just ignoring it. Or defining what it is, and it's not our definition. We project a definition on it, and it's something completely different. That's why we got to get to know it without competing with it, being hierarchical with it.
Yeah, it allows me to stay centered and heart space connected, Andrew. Even when I do veer off, I just love this revocation. It's one of my favorite ones. Just allows me to be like, it just connects me to earth. It just makes me feel like back in my body, back heart centered, and it's it's just that feeling. It makes me smile inside when I hear it. That was beautiful, that, Laura. I was tearing up. It was really powerful, really, really passion. There's passion spark all about that. So that was just, I really enjoyed that.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Jeff, lots of yawning and releasing energy for you?
Yeah, just also some sort of spinal feeling for me too. But yeah, mostly a lot of yawning and releasing. And it wasn't much visionary for me or anything like that, but just calming, I think, and relaxing.
Mm-hmm. The yawning was you were bringing in deeper and deeper and higher frequencies into you.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. I could feel it, like, especially, I feel like my spine straightened out more, and there's some spinal stuff going on as well.
You and your crooked spine?
Yeah, I hunch.
Your engineered spine.
That's true, yeah. I try every now and then to remember, but
yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Gonna take a risk? Go ahead.
It was very heart opening for me. Like, first I felt a lot of pressure on my heart, and it just started expanding. Emotional also. Empowering, like almost like there's a support system. Yeah. Yep. Thank you very much for this.
There is a support system. They are the ancestors. Okay. They lived their challenges and their successes and failures, and all they try to do is to give us their version of advice from their frequency of time, so we don't have to repeat the mistakes. But it also runs two ways. We can tell them about our world and how our problems, trials, and tribulations might help them resolve something they weren't able to resolve during their living time. It's why ancestral relations are such a vital part of natural living. Those ancestors that came before us are real beings. And they are begging us to return to some form of natural living, to figure out how to make it work in the concrete jungle. They figured out how to make it work during times of warlords and pestilence. And we can't figure out how to use it in a world of YouTube and the internet? Imagine being persecuted and putting up on a cross because you didn't believe what they believed. Yet they still figured it out. They figured out how to preserve just as much of the oral traditions to pass it on to the next generation, so we wouldn't forget our connection to this world. And that it's inviting us to understand the blue road of spirit, the red road. That's the road we walk on. That's the living blood world. And everything that's in this living blood relations, whether you're a dog, a cat, a human, or an elephant, we all share red blood. We all dream. We all want peace. We all want prosperity and harmony for the generations to come. We just have to figure out how to give that energy a little niche inside of us and then nurture it and make it grow within us until such a time we can offer a little bit to somebody else and the next person, and hopefully they will make a niche inside them and nurture it and let it grow within them until we get a movement of people returning, even in the concrete jungle, to some part of natural living It acknowledges the ancestors, past, present, and the future ancestors to come. For we, the living today, leave the legacy for those of tomorrow. Anybody else like to share? Talk, converse, come out of your shell? Cricket? Cricket?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Laura. That was awesome. Just that nice heart space void opening up. There's no thoughts involved, and yeah, good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're going to be calling an end to the webinar here. Our next members show will be tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. after the first hour of Adventures into Reality. And this coming Friday, we have the GNN Loosh Report, followed by the Game Stream. We have some interesting Loosh to talk about. And then the next Living the Mystical Life Revisited live stream is on June the 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then on June the 17th, we have our next Spaces event, where we'll be talking about everything and anything that spirit and UFOs and conspiracies and everything else. And finally, at the end of the month, on June 24th, we will be having our next Creator Series. I look forward to seeing all of you at any of the live things we have. But once again, I want to invite everyone that's been a part of this webinar and everybody that's listening, come and join our live event. If you sign up by June the 8th, we will get a live VIP dinner with me at the event. And for all of you that are procrastinating out there, beat that procrastination and let Spirit fill you with new adventure and new wisdom. All right, Joel, take us away.